Well, today you join me down the beach, but it is not because of the illegal boat people. Unfortunately, it seems that Thanet District Council is back at it again with a fresh attempt to fine Seaside swearers £100 for letting naughty words, shall we say, slip out in public. Yes, you heard that right, £100. You know, dropped your ice cream, stubbed your toe, you better keep your expletives internal. It's, of course, you actually fancy parting with your hard-earned cash. It does seem more and more, doesn't it, that we are turning into a 1984 George Orwellian society when, at the end of the day, they're fining us for making sounds, because that's what words are, aren't they? And I do think fining someone for just having a conversation with someone, if that indeed is the case, it's gone far beyond what they should be allowed to fine people for. And last year, apparently, they tried to impose these public space protection orders in Brixton, Margate, Ramsgate and Broadstairs. But, surprise, surprise, it got banned. No shock there, is there? It's like a persistent seagull eyeing your chips. And then, of course, they're swooping back with a new and improved plan. Because at the end of the day, they didn't get their way. Apparently, though, we actually swear a modest 10.5 times a day. I personally think I might swear a little bit more than that, with young adults apparently dropping 14 colourful expressions daily. Over 55s, though, apparently clearly more refined or perhaps just quieter, manage just 7. But, don't worry, it's not just potty language they're targeting. Fines will apparently also be handed out for, wait for this, antisocial groups. So to be honest, it makes you wonder what's next, doesn't it? Fines for breathing too loudly or walking with an attitude, perhaps. But the council insists that this will preserve a more peaceful atmosphere of the seaside towns, because nothing perhaps is peaceful like an overzealous officer hovering behind a deck chair, poised with a fine book, eh? They've even claimed that the police found it helpful. Well, to be honest with you, you'd think, wouldn't you, that they'd have better things to deal with. But forget burglaries or car thefts. Let's focus on Dave from Margate, who accidentally let slip a bloody hell when his beach towel flew into the sea. But don't worry, there's bound to be some sort of reasonable excuses that we're allowed to say that might save you from the fine. I mean, perhaps you lost your parking ticket and yelled bother, maybe, just maybe, that will slide by. But this masterpiece, if you can call it that, legislation will apparently be discussed on July the 24th. And if it passes, it will hang around our necks for 3 years. So I guess we'll all have to zip it and cough up. Personally, I think it's frankly ridiculous. But isn't it comforting to know that while the real issues bubble away, their priority is making sure no one offends the seagulls? That makes you wonder, doesn't it, just where else in the world they've actually got this sort of stuff? Well, apparently Australia treats public profanity or swearing, as it's otherwise known in this country, as a criminal offence in many states, with fines under offensive language laws. In Canada, though, apparently swearing in public parks can lead to charges of causing a disturbance. And Russia goes even further, apparently, with fines or even short jail term for public swearing. Well, I'm guessing Putin is causing a lot of that at the moment. Even we, the UK, used to be strict, apparently. We had laws dating back to 1694 and 1745 that fined people for profane oaths, which were scrapped in 1967. Ah, yes, the good old 60s, eh? They are obviously a bit before my time. But anyway, what do you all think? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos. So make sure you click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next one.